Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Kar-D Kaizoku.
Welcome back to another Navigator series video where we take top placing lists and try to navigate through some games with it. Today we'll be looking at Kar-D Kaizoku's Red Purple Kid list that won first place in your farts. Red Purple Kid has not won any events yet, so I'm just using Navigator series as an excuse to test them out. In hindsight, I should have just made these Starter Deck 10 videos some new series instead of Navigator, but organization and consistency has never been this channel's style anyway. This deck is basically the Red Purple Luffy deck in a kid body. I'm starting to think it's not these new leaders that are strong, but just a color combination of red and purple. Purple just has nothing good to ramp into on its own, and red has very strong late game cards, so it just makes sense. I think the 2 extra life cards on Kid helped fix some of the consistency issues we had with Luffy as well. We have a Red Purple Kid versus Red Purple Luffy. We're going first, so I think we can keep this. We have an odd curve. Pass with no plays. They'll probably do the same. Oh, they play Nami. The straw hat version. I usually see people do the ramp version, so we'll see how this one goes. Pick up a Jet Gatling. What does that do again? It's the discard 1 card, counter 3, right? We'll play a wire and pass, because we're actually at 4k right now. We have 4 more life, so we can't even hit him at his 6k stat line. He attack us with the leader for 6, we'll take. We usually take 2 life, so we get down to 3, so our leader can actually attack. But in this case, he has 6k anyway, so we could ramp 1, we'll be at 8 Dawn next turn. We can attack for 6 this turn as well. Might as well. 2 Dawn leader, attack them for 6. Yeah, we'll save our leader ability for late game. Ooh, they take that, we'll pass. Yeah, the nice thing about Kid over Luffy is that we have like 3 extra cards in life. No, 2 extra cards in life to draw from on the turns that it matters. Oh, they play a Blocker Law and make us discard our Kid and Otama. At least we have a second Kid, but Otama was a big loss. 3 Dawn on Hawkins, attack for 5. We'll take this, and then we'll counter the leader hit for 2. Right, we can play Kid. I want to play Heat out. Heat's really good, but I don't need him out right away. Let's see. Do I have to worry about Hawkins? Not really. Play out Kid. Use leader ability, we'll be at 9 Dawn next turn, so I think we can afford it. And wire activates, we have to trash a card. Get rid of the second wire. Attack their leader for 6. I left Dawn up for Radical Beam, but probably not going to use it. Maybe I should have just attached to Dawn to attack. Since we're at 3 life, we don't get the 4k. We counter for 1 in the end, we'll pass. We had our own Blocker Law right now, we could hit him pretty hard, but we don't. We run it, but not in hand right now. Yeah, I figure with the Kid deck, since we usually take 2 life anyway before we can have 5k on our turn, might as well use those first 2 turns to like ramp. And then that ends up making me play like ramp deck. Attack us with their leader for 8 after playing 9 cost Whitebeard, we'll take. Alright, they're at 8k, we're probably going to do the same right now. We'll play Whitebeard. Attack them with Kid, use ability. Then our wire activates, don't need Hawkins. Our leader's at 8k, we can make him a 10k actually. Counter for 1. If we make him a 10k, we're back at 9 Dawn. I think we're okay with that. We'll activate leader ability to give +2. Maybe they'll block with the law. Ooh, they take. We'll pass. They play a Tesoro. Then they'll draw 2 cards. And they'll ramp back up to 9. Oh, they just played him out as a 6k body. Play Otama to give -2 to wire so they could kill it with Whitebeard. They attack Kid for 12. Can protect it, but then he'll attack with leader. Let's see. 2, 4, 5, 6. No, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's every card in my hand to save him. I think we have to though. We'll counter for 5. They put 2 down leader to attack him for 8. Then I can counter for 1. Yep, there goes my whole hand. They pass. Well, at least Radical Beam is active now. See, we'll do 2 Dawn on Kid. Attack him for 10. Return 1 Dawn to give our leader +1. If I remember correctly, this deck runs like low counter. At Gatling and they counter. Okay, they survive this turn. Maybe we could take out their Whitebeard then. If I put 2 Dawn, he's 12. And I have 4 Dawn left. That makes me a 10, and I can leader ability to make it a 12. We'll attack him twice for 12. Kill the Hawkins. We'll block with Law. But it would be nice to have Radical Beam up. Do I gamble? Let's gamble. We'll attack him for just 11. Hope it's not a 2k. He dies. Okay, gamble paid off. We'll pass. We have Radical Beam and a 2k. At least one of our big boys will live, I think. And then we can just finish from there, unless he plays a blocker. Yeah, it's in these moments where I like Kid's plus 2k more than Luffy's ramp. Because at this point, ramping doesn't get you more advantage. You're already at max Dawn, while I can get plus 2k to trade in these pivotal moments. So I have to decide which one I like more. They do 4 Dawn to Zoro. They attack Kid for 8. A Radical Beam this, they'll just put 6 Dawn leader and attack Whitebeard for 12. But then that'll be no Dawn left for anything else, so we'll Radical Beam this to save him. They could just do 4 Dawn to attack Kid. Oh, they just concede. We win! Wow, Kid's better than Luffy. I'm starting to think Luffy is like the worst of the 3. I'm having a lot better time playing Law and Kid for some reason. It's because of the 3 life, I think. Okay, bye. We have a red-purple Kid against a red-purple Luffy. We're going first. Do we have a nice curve for that? We do. Pass with no plays. Okay, pass with no plays. We'll play a wire. We'll pass. We're at 4k, so we can't hit him, especially since he's at 6. Put Dawn on leader, attack us for 7. We'll take. Get another heat. Start playing heats out. Put 2 Dawn leader, attack for 6. Or we could play Queen. Nah, we'll play Heat. 2 Dawn leader, attack for 6. Should play Heat after. I don't know if they run Jet Pistol or something. I think usually they take the first hit. Yeah, they do. We'll pass. Yeah, the thing with this Luffy is that he can't afford to take too many hits to life to draw cards like we can. We can take these first 2 hits like pretty much for free. They attack us for 8. We'll take. But our hand is really nice sized now. Right, if we play Kid this turn and use his ability, we can't ramp into Whitebeard. So we'll wait 1 turn. We'll just play Kid out. Right. Yeah, we'll just play Kid out. And pass. And then they'll play their 9 cost. There's a Whitebeard. That goes for 8. Take. Right, now it's our turn to do the same. Oh, but they're at 8k, so our wire can't hit them. Maybe we wait a turn. Well, for sure we'll play Whitebeard. Attack them with Kid for 8. Use ability. We'll get rid of ramp at this point with wire. Wire lets us cycle when we return Dawn. We'll burn 1 2k counter. We can attack with leader for 8. Yeah, we don't want to use leader ability because we want to be at 10 Dawn next turn. Counter with X Drake. Dang. Whitebeard can just KO our wire. We'll pass. Hopefully we have enough counter to not take any life this turn. They attack Kid with their Whitebeard for 10. Might as well use the wire now. Block with wire. Play their own Kid. They're at 7k. We could go to 10. Yep, 10k at Kid. Honor for 3. Pass. Can we kill this guy? Probably not. But I'd like to try. Nah, I probably can't kill him. They're at 7k. Play Shanks. Attack their leader for 8k with Kid. Return a Don, so our Heat can now attack as well. Oh, but he's at 7k, and I want to keep this Don up for Radical Beam. Counter for 2. Attack them with Newgate for 10. They take. Attack them with Shanks for 10. A Rad Beam will attack them with our leader for 8. Using our leader ability. Burn a 2k. We'll pass. Dang. This Heat, even though he's at 6k, I can't hit him because of this freaking Kid. We play Queen. They attack 8k into our leader. There for 3. They attack us, so they attack Kid with their leader for 10. We'll Radical Beam. Then he can kill it with their Newgate. Yep. That's fine. Get 2 Dawn up. Play another Shanks. Attack them with Whitebeard for 10. If this is 2 Radical Beams, we'll have to block our Shanks. And then we can attack for 9k. Ooh, they can just counter 4k in from hand. We'll attack them with 10k for Shanks. If we burn enough counters out of the hand, maybe we'll feel safe to attack into Kid. Oh, but they take that one. Guess we'll attack their leader with Shanks for 10. Block with Queen. The question is whether 9k is enough to kill them. If it's not, we lose. Well, yeah, if I attack Kid, he can defend it. If he can defend the Kid, he can defend his life anyway. So we just have to go for it. Attack for 8. I thought I was at 9, but I forgot I don't have Kid anymore. They counter for 2k. I think that means we lose. Unless we get some like godly triggers from the life. Maybe I needed to block her up that turn instead of playing Shanks. Yeah, it would have been safer to play 2 blockers that he needed to attack around. Ooh, but that Luffy would have made it awkward for us. Attack with Kid for 8, we'll take. Attack with Whitebeard for 10, we'll take. We'll use our trigger, hope to get a 2k counter. Yep, we get it. Attack with their leader for 8. Oh, but I can't stop this Luffy attack. We'll counter that, and then we die to Luffy. Rematch? Nope, he leaves. Why wouldn't you want to rematch? That was such a close match. Don't you want to find out how this matchup goes? Or is one match enough for you to decide that? Ugh, okay, bye. We have a red-purple Kid versus green-purple Doflamingo. We're going first. We'll keep, I guess we could ramp into our 9 costs. We'll pass. We'll just take hits along the way. Fill our hand up. Ooh, we even get an odd ramp card. Not that I'm saying Nico Robin is odd. Play Wire and pass. I meant odd costed. Though she is a little odd. Play Buena Fiesta and pick up Nami. But they can't play her this turn to search, but they may save it for next turn. They attack us with their leader for 5, we'll take. No ramp trigger. Oh, they just play her out so they can start searching from the next turn and attack. Smart. We'll play Nico Robin. And then we'll pass because we're at 4k. We can't even attack into their leader. We'll be at 8 Dawn next turn. Would like to have a Kid in hand. But we can afford to use our leader ability once or something. Or any Dawn -1 ability. Or we could just ramp up to 9 for some reason. No, there's no point in doing that. Attack us with the leader for 6, we'll gladly take. We'll ramp. Okay, we can play our 9 cost next turn. Thank you, Hawkins. Play second Nami. We get to draw twice this turn, that's bad. Pick up a Brook, film Brook. And they'll, oh, they don't use the other Nami. They don't want to give us something to attack. We'll play, oh, let's attack with this All Sunday for 5 first. We take. Dang, if we had a lot, it'd be really nice right now. But we're gonna play Whitebeard and attack them for 7? No, let's attack them for 9. We'll be at 10 Dawn next turn anyway. And Wire lets us cycle. We'll get rid of this ramp card. Yeah, when we return Dawn, we draw and discard. So we'll just fill our hand with counters. They take. Pass. Yeah, I wanted 9k to dissuade them from using a 2 Dawn event counter. We could use Wire to defend Miss All Sunday. But I don't think we need to. I think we should use all our counter to save our big guys. We'll drop Shanks next turn for sure. Yeah, they attack Miss All Sunday with their Nami for 5. Yeah, you can have it. We're at plus 2k anyway, so it's not like he can attack our leader. Yeah, this deck really does feel like a safer red-purple Luffy. I don't really need the 6k stat line if I have to be at 3 life. Having 5 life means I get more cards in hand. They play a Film Luffy and bring out an Uta, that super annoying combo that green and purple lets you do. We'll play Shanks. We'll attack their leader with Whitebeard for 10. We'll just force blocks out of them. But they do have a healthy hand size, maybe they can counter out of this. They block with Uta. And then they can rest. They can rest our blocker. Yep, they do. That's fine. We're just using him to cycle for now anyway. We have a lot of counter in hand to protect our guys too, so I'm not too worried about not having a blocker out. And the Paradise Waterfall, they counter for 2. They're gonna counter for 4 more. There's another 2, there's another 2. Oh, they do it. Very nice. We'll attack with Shanks for 10 then. Maybe we'll let them keep the Namis so they'll waste 2 down every turn trying to draw cards. Though I probably should just kill her. They block with Luffy. Counter for 4 again. Paradise Waterfall, counter for 2. Wow. We'll attack Nami. Use leader ability to make us a 7. And then Wire lets us cycle. We'll get rid of this Hawkins. We can play Kid next turn. They block with Luffy, counter for 1. Pass. How many cards in hand was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 cards in hand, right? We burn 6 cards in hand. Very nice. Let's hope our guys live this turn. Or if he goes for our life, then I hope we live. They do have 5 attackers. They attack with Nami into Wire for 5 and draw a card. We'll let Wire die. They have a 2k in hand. They attack with the other Nami and draw the Brook into our leader. We'll counter for 1. They play a Tesoro. Maybe they draw. No, just as a 6k they attack with their leader for 5. If we take, we can have Radical Beam active, but is it worth it? So let's take. Ooh, 9 cost Whitebeard again. Do we want Whitebeard or Kid? I think Kid would be better. We could play Kid and Wire. Let's attack with our characters first. Attack their leader with Whitebeard for 10. They block with Luffy and then Spider's Web to untap. We'll attack. Oh, they have 4 Dawn again. Do 1 Dawn. Shanks, attack them for 11. They get a little more awkward. Yeah, I should have done that with Whitebeard too. Block with Uta. Uta die. Play another Whitebeard. Attack them for 9 using our leader ability. They may have another Spiderweb to do the same thing with Luffy. They block with Luffy. Oh, they Thunder Bagua. Right, we'll pass. Well, if I put another Dawn on Whitebeard, like I said earlier, then I wouldn't have been able to play my second Whitebeard. They attack us with their leader for 7. We can counter this for 1. Dawn on Tesoro. Attack us for 7. Then they draw 2 cards. We'll counter for 2. Dang, Tesoro's so good. They refill their hand. They're gonna refill it even more with these Namis. They attack 5k with Nami into our leader just to draw. We're giving them free card draw every turn. maybe we should kill them. But if they've been defending their leader at 5k, they would have been able to defend the Namis anyway. Play Buena Fiesta. We could play a Uta next turn, or this turn, and then have 2 Dawn up because of their leader ability. Is that enough to save them? Another blocker Luffy. Gonna play the Uta to replace the Buena Fiesta, yep, and then they pass. But we can play Otama to just kill the Uta with Whitebeard. We'll do that in fact. Otama, Uta, 2 down Whitebeard. Attack. Soro for 12, kill Uta. Still have Dawn for 7 cost kid, but then no Radical Beam. But if we kill all the characters, then we don't have to worry. Soro dies. We'll attack Nami for 10. Nami dies, we'll attack Nami for 10. Block with Luffy. Spiderweb. Thunder Bagua. Plays 7 cost kid. Uses ability. See, we can attack for 8. Nami's the more reliable kill. Use leader ability, attack for 8. Counter for 4, we'll pass. Alright, we're down to 3k counter in hand, no Dawn up. Hope we don't die. But Dawn Nami attack us for 6. We'll counter for 1, and I think that means we live for this turn at least. But I don't think we can finish them next turn. They attack with their leader for 6. Let's see. Counter this for 2, and then we'll let them kill one of our big guys with Luffy. But they'll play another Luffy, bring out another Uta, and pass. Alright. We'll attack with... what do I do here? Attack Nami with Kid for 8, return 1 Dawn, and we'll ramp it back. Nami dies, we'll play Lead Performer Disasters to draw a card. Get a blocker. Put Dawn on Shanks. Attack them for 11. They take. On Whitebeard, attack them for 11. They take. We don't play Law. We'll just leave Dawn up for Radical Beam. Dawn Whitebeard, attack them for 11. They block with Uta, tap our Hawkins. 2 down leader, attack them for 10, using our leader ability. They block with Luffy, counter for 4. And we'll pass and hope we survive. They attack Hawkins with their leader. Okay, they're not going for lethal. They've drawn like half their deck by now. Third Luffy, bring out a Brook, bring out a Buena Fiesta. And they afford to attack with Luffy. Pick up another Nami with Buena Fiesta. They can play her. They can't draw. Might be over if they don't try to end. Well, yeah. I think they needed to try to end there. I don't think they can survive our next wave of attacks. They play another Buena Fiesta, pick up a Nami. He's 2k counter too, so he has 2 Namis in hand. We'll attack their leader with Whitebeard for 10. Give another Shanks too, just for BM if we want. They concede, we win. Wow. You just have to burn his entire deck with our big guys. Then you win eventually. Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.